Good evening. The truck driver at the centre of the Kerang rail disaster is a free man tonight after a jury found him not guilty of all charges arising from the fatal crash. Kate Osborne was in court for the verdict and joins us now. Kate, how was the decision received?
With a lot of tears, Jen, tears of relief from the driver and his supporters, and tears of anger and sadness from the victims' families, who couldn't believe that not only was Scholl cleared of culpable driving, he was also cleared of the lesser charge of dangerous driving, the jury giving him the benefit of the doubt. He walked from court a free man, but Christian Scholl is already serving a life sentence. The truck driver will forever live with the knowledge 11 people are dead because his truck hit a passenger train on a level crossing 2 years ago. Having a jury declare it wasn't his fault doesn't make it easier.
Although this criminal case is now over, I will never forget the impact of that day on the lives of so many. My thoughts remain with those families. I'm so sorry.
The 50-year-old looked drained of emotion as the not guilty verdicts were read, but later cried as he hugged his wife Di. The victims' families choked back tears inside court and outside were rendered speechless by feelings ranging from anger to disbelief at the decision. Scholl told the jury he couldn't explain why, but he didn't see the train or the flashing warning lights. The prosecution argued it was due to gross negligence and his failure to keep a proper lookout, but the jurors agreed with his defence that it had been an honest mistake anyone could have made at a crossing he'd passed through hundreds of times without ever seeing a train.
I'm relieved of the verdict of the jury and grateful for their attention to the evidence.
Justice Kay told the jurors it was hard to imagine a more difficult case to adjudicate than this one, which involved such an appalling tragedy. He said they'd borne a heavy burden and should accept the offer of court-funded counselling. The focus for all involved is now on rebuilding shattered lives. Kate Osborne, 7 News.
The Kerang disaster raised widespread concern about the safety of Victorian level crossings. The government promised a statewide upgrade to avoid any repeat of the tragedy. But 2 years on, critics claim it's taking too long.
The disaster brought home the potential danger of Victoria's level crossings.
I definitely think that it's very dangerous the way it is, where it's just relying on a flashing light for people to stop.
People are more aware of crossings since the big accident.
Shortly after the crash, the Bracks government pledged $33 million to improve crossing safety.
Well, all the major sites will be covered here.
The plan included flashing lights on every country highway intersection, 200 rumble strips, higher penalties for bad driver behaviour and a $2 million ad campaign.
So don't risk it.
In a statement today, the government said 240 crossings had been upgraded since 2005, but it wouldn't say how the post-Kerang improvement plan was progressing.
There are so many level crossings across Victoria that this government hasn't dealt with.
Around Victoria, there are more than 2,000 level crossings, and as police statistics show, accidents are still happening there. Last year, there were 28 crossing collisions, 9 resulted in fatalities.
It's not just the level crossings, it's also the anarchy out there on the roads.
Margaret Decker, 7 News.